Hey guys, so this is why I think Brexit is going to save us from the world recession. Now, do I think that it's going to save us totally and we're not going to go into one? No, I do think that the world's overdue for a recession. I think it will be happening, and I think 2021 is the time, about 6 months after Trump gets re-put into power, which I know is a terrible thing to think about, but that seems to be the state of the world that we're living in right now. So, why Brexit, and why do I think that it's actually going to be turn out to be not a good thing? I'm not saying it's a good thing, don't make that mistake, but why it's going to mean that we'll have a softer recession than we would have otherwise had. And it's simple, is because our economy was going like this, just like all the other world's economies that didn't do Brexit. When we decided on Brexit, our economy started to do like this, yeah? And so what it's meant is, rather than having this thing where we drop and we come up and we drop, we've actually got less of a hump. And I think that's going to mean that we can recover quicker. Now, obviously we've got to get rid of Brexit, we've got to make sure that we're through it, and we've got the trade deals, and we've got those sort of things happening, because the last thing we want is a massive drop in GDP because we're not doing trade, or we've got massive tariffs in place. And then on top of that, we get a worldwide recession. So, it's a pretty precarious position that we're putting ourselves into. And let's face it, we've got monkeys at the helm. So the monkeys are flying the ship that really don't know what the hell they're doing. Our politicians have no leadership, no inspiration, and really, I think no plan. I honestly think they are just all about fighting for staying in power right now. They're not about leading, not about inspiring, not about creating an environment for our family and our kids to grow up in. So at the end of the day, that's not looking too good. But if we hadn't have done Brexit, I think the global recession would have stung us in the butt a lot harder. So that's my take on Brexit. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Actually, it's been bloody terrible. It's been terrible for everything. Business over the last 3.5 years, I think it is now. Almost 3.5 years. It's been terrible. What it's done is it's brought down the economy, and that means that we'll have less to fall. That doesn't mean that I'm not saying that we won't have falls, because I think we will when that happens. And that's why we're starting to build people's portfolios in it. We're changing the strategy that we're approaching the market with, and the areas we're going into. We're going for much better fundamentals. We've really moved right out of the towns and the smaller cities, because they're the ones that are going to be hit the hardest, because they're the ones that aren't going to get the infrastructure spent. So look, there's lots and lots of uncertainty in the market, and so that's causing a lot of grief. But what we really want to get to, is how can you invest over this next couple of years and still guarantee you make money? And the way you're going to do that is by buying in the best areas, the best fundamentals, and making sure you're buying places that will rent easily over and over again. Because really, that's what you want to be doing. Is if you can get in now, the prices are already low, and you can negotiate those prices as well. So there's a lot of room to maneuver here and really get yourself set up, okay? If you've got any questions, put them into the comments. Subscribe to my channel. I'm doing regular stuff now, live and also over the video. But look forward to chatting to you soon. Otherwise, jump on gladfish.com and you can find out all the stuff you need to about Brexit and a whole heap of other property related subjects. All right guys, have a great day. Live with passion. See ya.